It would seem that the clerics have descended into the catacombs to make headway in what they came to Lordran to accomplish. So I imagine we should do the same. What's up, gang, and welcome back to DSR. I am your host slash chosen undead Buck, and today we're going to get started on our mission proper. When last we met, we ventured deep into the catacombs to meet with certain NPCs, well, an NPC, and an attempt to acquire a certain item, but we neglected to get that item, so now we're just going to go ahead and ring the Bell of Awakening. Okay, I'm back. So what I did is I went to Andre and I got my broadsword up to +10, and I also undid the Divine Ascension. In order to do that, there's going to be a selection at Andre. It's in the shape of an arrow. And what it's going to do is allow you to undo the ascension you did to the weapon previously. But the problem with that is, if you see it as a problem, you will lose your lose your material regardless. So yeah, like I was saying, you lose any material you use. So, okay, so we are in human form, if you couldn't tell by the ghost and the bloodstains that we've been seeing. So we are susceptible to invasion, but we also can summon. And there are two NPCs that we can summon up here right now. First and foremost is Knight Lautrec. And secondly is our son bro, Knight Solaire. So beyond this fog gate, there is indeed a boss fight. And beyond this fog gate is our first Bell of Awakening. So if you've done everything in the order that we've done them in, these gargoyles will be nothing to you. As a matter of fact, the hardest part is going to be getting that tail cut. But if you don't get it now, you can definitely get it later through other means. Gotcha. Let's go ahead and finish him off. Let's take care of the fire-breathing second one. Ow. But if you are having trouble with those gargoyles, you can always, as I was saying, if you're having trouble with those gargoyles, you can always use some gold pine resin, and that'll make quick work of them, or quicker work. So now that we've defeated the bell gargoyles, we're going to go up here and ring the bell. and then we're gonna see what happens.
When thou ringest the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know.
And there you have it. We have accomplished the goal that the knight from the undead asylum set out for. But nothing has happened. What gives? He said, once you ring the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. But I'm not any smarter now, but who is this character?
Greetings. I am Oswald of Kareem, the partner. Thou art a friend. For thee, a warm welcome. Cometh thou to confess, or to accuse? For indeed all sin is my domain.
So this dude, Oswald of Karim, the partner, he acts as a way to correct your mistakes. Let's say you accidentally plug Andre of Astora. He's gonna get aggressive towards you and start beating you up probably. But if you come to this guy and request absolution, he will undo that and Andre will be friendly again. But if you kill Andre, then he's gone for that entire playthrough. Nothing you can do can reverse it. And he sells these various religious type items like indictment. Like if a invader invades you and they kill you unnecessarily, you can use this to report that player. The Book of the Guilty is a list of indicted players. If you're with a cult or the team with these guys, use this book to look up the indicted, and then you can invade them and potentially help the owner of that world. You get Velka's talisman. Talismans are the catalyst for performing miracles, which is what karmic justice is. And these bite rings are pretty good. This one especially because the next area we're going to, it's gonna have poison in it.
Stocking up on indictments? How honorable of you.
So we'll come back and talk to him some more later. But right now, we have just rang the bell of awakening, but nothing truly has happened yet. So we're lost. But what if we went back to the undead asylum and try to find a clue as to what we can do about that? So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to make our way back to the undead asylum. But before that, we've noticed that Sir Petrus of Thurland has returned to Firelink Shrine.
Oh, you again? Me? I've become separated from my lady. I've scoured near and far, but no sight of her. Where could she have gone? My lady, to think I swore to protect you with my life.
So, Petrus of Thurland has lost his companions and Lady Thurland. What?
Your Highness, where have you gone? I am entirely to blame for this. Oh, woe is me. I am unworthy, deathly so.
So it was his duty to protect and to lead Rhea through the catacombs and achieve their goal. But alas, he is the only one that seems to have made it out of there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Miracles, was it? Sometimes I lose myself. Pay me no mind.
But he is strong-willed. Strong-willed enough to continue to sell miracles and things, while his companions are nowhere to be seen. Strange, isn't it? But maybe not.
You certainly are keeping busy. Care to pay for a useful tip?
You do not have to get this, and as a matter of fact, I can't even afford it. Alright, give me 1 second. Go ahead and use some of this stuff right here that we've been picking up. It don't matter. I'll just use them all. It's more than enough.
You certainly are keeping busy. Care to pay for a useful tip?
Okay, let's do it for real.
A wise choice indeed. Maiden Thoroland and her followers recently arrived in this land, but she became stranded deep below the catacombs. Her followers either fled or were reduced to hollows, leaving Maiden Thoroland all alone. Not a bad tip, huh? A nubile cleric would be replete with humanity.
So Lautrec has just told us that she was abandoned down there and then her companions were reduced to hollows.
That tip I gave you? I heard it from a fleeing old man. That poor bastard. All his robes and trinkets won't help him now.
So it would seem we have been misled yet again. Petrus says that he lost track of them when he was down there. But Lautrec just told us that he just abandoned them somewhat. I mean, if you don't believe Lautrec, then ask yourself this. How does he have this information? The only other person that was down there with them while all this happened was this guy.
Oh, hello there. Have you spoken with Sir Lautrec? Splendid. In the depths of the catacombs, Milady slipped off the giant's coffin and into a hole. Her two companions are no longer human, and the lass weeps in solitude. Right now, you could do as you please with her. The poor little purebred is entirely helpless.
If you interpret a little dissent in the ranks then you wouldn't be too far off. Petrus does not really like Rhea too much, but I guess it's because he believes that he is too good to serve someone so young, so new to the world.
Come again. The effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
But at first he lied to us and said that he lost track of them, but now he's confiding because of our companionship with Lautrec. He knows more of Lautrec's character than he did ours. At first he probably assumed that we were a goody two-shoes, and he didn't want to tell us anything for fear of what we might do to him. But now that he believes that we're in bed with Lautrec, then he can tell us whatever. Undead Asylum, Floor 2, West Key. Some good stuff on it. I actually like the way this description's put out. Key to the iron bars on the east side of the second floor of the North Undead Asylum. The Undead Asylum is a giant undead prison, segmented by countless iron bars. Even if an undead were to escape from a cell, passage to the outside world would not be gained easily. That's the first one, and now we go to the West Key. But even if a hero found a key in Lordran to liberate this prison, to leave it, would he have the means or the heart to ever come back? So let us, Okay, let's try that again. As I was saying, we're going to make our way back to the Undead Asylum and see if we can get a clue as to proceed, as to how to proceed. Curl up like a ball. So, we have made our way back to the Northern Undead Asylum, and as you can see, we have the welcome wagon. These guys weren't here when we left, and I believe they are here in a response to us leaving. And these guys are a lot tougher now than they were when you first met them. I mean, they're a lot tougher now. Oh! Defense-wise, not so much. But damage-wise, very much so. So if we come over here...
You, give me warm, give me soft.
Shortly after leaving the asylum and finding our way to the Undead Burg, we found an item called rubbish. It has no value. In this state, we can't do anything with it. But if you leave it here, and then come back after reloading the area, i.e. fast travel, i.e. leaving and coming back, or quit and reload, that item will be changed over. But what we're going to do is finish the area and get that on the way out. There are 2 enemies in here and they are pretty strong. So the Undead Asylum is a bit different. The structure is the same, but the inhabitants have changed drastically. You don't have to rest at this bonfire, but I would recommend it. Because the enemies in this area are pretty strong and they can do you dirty real quick like. So as you can see, we have Dark Knights in here now. I believe they're here in response to us escaping earlier. They're either looking for us or trying to prevent further escapees. Ow. Okay, that hurt. Uh-oh, I don't want to die here. Ow. So yeah. Huh, took him out rather easily, don't you think? No rare drop, just a red Titanite chunk, which I believe is guaranteed. So we're coming up on the area where we met the knight that freed us, and he seems to still be here. But unfortunately for us, he's not in a very talkative mood. So our man here has hollowed out. And to thank him for freeing us, we're going to take the last of this little bitty tiny bit of life. Because if we don't take his life away, then he's going to take ours away. But he is hollow, so he's not in complete control. That ball trap resets, and this guy is still up here. Let's see if we can handle this nasty little ambush. It's almost the same as the last time, but like I said, the enemies are a lot stronger now. They hit so much harder. I'm not going to demonstrate how much harder they hit, but I'll let you figure it out if you want to. Oh, hold on. Aha. So, in between videos, it's pretty late to be talking about this. I went ahead and bought some magic from Griggs and Venheim. I bought, let me show you. Soul Arrow, Heavy Soul Arrow, and Magic Weapon. These are the only 3 I can use because my intelligence is at 12. So I got Magic Weapon, What I'm going to do with that is go ahead and switch over to my Claymore. And my Catalyst is already equipped. And we're going to do battle with magic weapon here for a little bit. But first, the Rusted Iron Ring. A very nice and very useful item that you can come across if you return to the Undead Asylum at this state. Next, let's go ahead and rest it. Should I rest at this? Because if you rest at it, it's going to respawn the enemies, and they can definitely get in the way of the... Oh, well, they're already here, so go ahead and rest at it. Alright, get these guys out of the way because they will get in the way if you proceed to the boss arena and they're still alive. The boss arena, you ask? Yes, the boss arena, right down here. Woo! He almost hit me. That would have been the end of me. So this, the Stray Demon. As you can see, this is going to be a pretty gnarly fight. He's pretty tough, and he does a lot. I can't move! And he does a lot of damage, especially his magic attacks. If you get too close on that, it's going to hit, and it's probably going to kill me if I get touched by it. So the safe route is this right here. I hate to say it, but this is the safest way to fight this guy. That one is especially deadly. If you get too far away, he has a way of getting you closer. This is supposed to be a later game boss, but we're going to take care of him right now since we're already here. I was supposed to put my magic weapon on and see if there's a damage difference. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, that's not the right button. Hold on. Gotta be careful with that. Let's see if I can get him to hit the ground again. So let's go ahead and put it on. Let's see if there's any difference. There is. Not much of one, but there is a difference. Oh, missed that. And again. I'll go over my equipment after I'm done with this guy. Because I do have the Bellowing and, well, I have both of the Dragon Crest rings on. One boosts the length of sorceries and one boosts sorceries. Uh-oh, don't let that hit you. Just whittle them down and take them out. Don't get frustrated or impatient, because impatience is rewarded with punishment. Magic versus magic. Some would say magic must defeat magic. Nice. That was a hit. And the reward you get for beating this guy is excellent. Because there's only a few of them in the game. And it's not a reliable drop from other enemies. And there you have it. And our reward for that is a big old fat piece of... Where's it at? Oh. Titanite slab. This is the ultimate piece of weapon reinforcement material. It allows the ascension of a plus 19 weapon to 20. I believe that's what it is. Let me see. Oh, well, it's plus 15. I'm thinking of a different game. Anyway, now that we're done with that, we're in the hallway that leads to our cell. This is what leads me to believe that they're looking for us. Because he's parked right outside our cell, right? And we're not there. And they didn't let us up. And still no special drop. But anyway, our cell has a new resident, but he is no longer alive. A peculiar doll. Our greatest reward for coming here. A peculiar doll. It's going to be located under key items. And after you read the description, a strange doll in a strange dress. There once was an abomination who had no place in this world. She clutched this doll tightly, eventually was drawn into a cold and lonely painted world. Since we've come to the Undead Asylum, we're no closer to accomplishing our goal or getting any clues as to where to proceed. But to the contrary, the few items that allow us some insight into our goal were actually picked up. Like, for instance, the peculiar doll is for use in a later area, one that we will come to. So that allows us to see that there's more than meets the eye here. We have a little bit more that we need to do. Before we can progress. The rusted iron ring. We haven't encountered an area yet where it's absolutely necessary. But we absolutely will. So let's go ahead and see what the bird has left for us.
You, give me warm, give me soft.
A titanite chunk. The second most important piece of upgrade material. But this allows for weapon ascension to a higher level. So we have returned to Firelink Shrine. We have one more thing to do since we're here. Since our trip to the Undead Asylum didn't truly yield any information. One more source of information we can indeed find. If only we were to come to him first.
Why, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to make it. Oh, somebody rang the bell. Wait, was it you? You never give up, do you? I don't know how you do it. Well, don't stop now. Only one more. But it's going to be suicide.
Oh, that's right. He did tell us that there were 2 bells of awakening.
What's wrong? Get a bit of a scare out there? No problem. Have a seat and get comfortable. We'll both be hollow before you know it.
And lastly,
Well, what are you going to do? I've already decided. I don't really care. I'm simply crestfallen.
okay, so previously he told us that one was up above in the undead church, and the next one is far below in the ruins of Blighttown. So we make our way towards Blighttown in the next one. Until then, I have been your host / chosen undead buck. So bye bye for now.